What's up, everyone? We are 2 weeks out from Colorado. Man, am I pumped up or what? Just doing all my final preparations. We've been working out like crazy. I dumped 20-some pounds. Been biking, hiking. When I'm on the road working, I'm in the exercise room on a treadmill or elliptical or a bike or something. I'm trying to eat good, eat healthy, and yeah, I'm been shooting my bow. We've been practicing our calls, doing all the things that we need to do to prep for elk, e-scouting. Yeah, just trying to be as prepared as I can, going over my gear a bunch. We added a cool tent this year with a hot stove because we're going the last week in September this year. We could get some rough weather for sure, or it could be really nice, but you know, the things that we learned on our previous elk hunts were that, you know, that third week in September, especially in Colorado, as there's so many people out there for the muzzleloader, and we were coming in on the tail end of that. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool to see what these animals are doing another week later. They give a week to rest. I mean, once the muzzleloader guys clear out where we're at, super remote, there's just not a lot of traffic, so. And the rut should be, you know, nearing its peak. Usually the last 10 days are the best days, you know, from what people say. So I'm not an elk hunting god by any means. I learn every time I go. This is my 5th trip west. First was a rifle in Idaho. Second year we went to Steamboat Springs area, and it was crazy with people. We went really early. Last time we went to then I went to Wyoming, killed a bull. Went back to Colorado 2 years ago to the spot we're going this year, and it's really remote, 45 miles or so from any towns. It's way in the back country, right up, nestled up against the Wyoming border, which can be a little restricting, but after the animals I saw in Wyoming, I'm like, I gotta get close to the border. And, we definitely found sign and animals in that area, so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe we'll get some weather and push some of the animals out of the high country. We're going to be around 8 to 9,500 feet most times, maybe up to 10,000 once in a while. But it really only goes up to like 11,000, 11,500 in our area. So I'm excited. I think with the knowledge we have, we got a good shot. We were really close a couple times on our last trip there. So I'm really hoping our knowledge and all the things we've learned on that previous trip will really help us out, and I want to do some exploring in some new areas, which would be super fun. But yeah, been just training hard, working hard, and yeah, we're down to the last couple weeks. You should feel like you're in good shape, you know, a couple weeks before you go. So I got one more weekend to work out, and then we'll be off. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of preparation. I mean, the cool thing about archery hunting elk is it is, to me, like the ultimate. These elk are like ghosts, and especially in high-pressured areas. I mean, your success rate in Colorado, probably about 3 to 6% with archery success rate. That's very, very low. So if you can get eyes on an animal, hear an animal, be an animal sign, you got good odds. But you gotta put in some miles and cover some country and narrow down the spots where animals hanging out. Get in those little compact little draws and steep, nasty, rocky areas. They're gonna be hiding in those areas. You know, people don't want to go in those areas. So trying to learn as much as I can about elk and ecology and the land out there and what they're eating, where they're going, and yeah, it's a learning experience every time I go, and that's what makes it really fun. Ready to rock. We'll see you out in Colorado. What's up, everyone? Oh, done with work. I am in north of St. Paul about an hour, and we are heading directly to Cheyenne, Wyoming today. I should get there about 10 o'clock tonight, hopefully, if all goes well. And then we'll only have 2.5, 3 hours into Walden, and then I got about an hour and a half up into the mountains. So I'm hoping to have boots on the ground by noon tomorrow. That was a long drive, man. We are in Cheyenne, Wyoming right now. I booked a hotel for tonight, so I just missed the restaurant from closing, so it looks like I'm gonna eat some Lay's potato chips and some French onion dip tonight for dinner. I can drive like 5 miles down the road, find some restaurants, but I'm pretty wiped out. I'm not that hungry anyways. Then I got down and worked my way down into Nebraska, and it was it's unbelievable how many bugs are on the front of my truck. I'll show you tomorrow, but I had to stop at least 4 different times to wash the windshield. This is crazy. I've never seen so many bugs in my life. The front of my truck is just absolutely plastered. I don't know how I'll ever get that off now that it sits for a week and bakes on there. So we'll worry about that when we get home. But yeah. See you cats in the AM. We're going to go elk hunting tomorrow. So stay tuned. Look at this crap. How are you supposed to see when you're driving with that? Not very good. We're just up in Cheyenne, up and rolling, just getting light out. We're off to Laramie and then down into Colorado. Beautiful sunrise. Walden, Colorado. Nobody is at the campsite that we were at a couple years ago, so I think I'm gonna pitch tent here. Well, we got camp mostly set up. Truck's there. We got a table for cooking on. And I'll give you the grand tour. This is new this year, my one Tigris hot tent. Let's see how that baby works out this year. It's gonna be kind of chilly up here at night, so we can get a fire going. Arsenal of boots, cot, mat, firewood, camera gear, just getting my bag loaded up. Day one is normally kind of an easy day. I don't push myself too hard, just kind of help get acclimated, get another sleep and elevation, and then tomorrow it's go time. We're gonna hike into some spots, but we're just gonna take a slow walk in an area and do some calling and see what we see for sign and see if we can find some elk first. So yeah, let's I got to get my pack all together, get water, get changed, and we'll hop on the bike and we'll be out of here. We are ready to rock. And another new addition to the Angry River toolbox. The Rambo Crusader. I'm super excited about that bike. I picked it up this spring. I actually wasn't going to buy one till this summer, and I was on Marketplace and a really good deal came up, so I went and snagged that bike. Got it for like half price, and it had like 27 miles on it. I think I put about 25 miles on it this summer. Just kind of testing it out and stuff, but I think it's going to be a great tool for out here, just to get around and get into some places where my truck can't. So how's it going? Not too bad. Yeah. Having any luck? Quiet? Pretty quiet?
Pretty quiet.
Yeah, I just got into town today, so.
Where you parked at?
Right up here on the corner.
You got the little camper that just pulled in with the car?
No, just a truck and a little tent.
Truck and a tent.
Yeah.
Gotcha. GoPro, cameras, everything.
I'm gonna take a little, about a half-mile hike up into another meadow. There's a super nice guy at the trailhead, and he said he heard wolves in here last night. So that is not good. Wolves and elk not go together, but maybe that means there's elk in here if there's wolves in here hunting. But anyways, I basically have a little mini pepper spray is all I got. Yeah, we're gonna sneak down in here. I'm gonna start calling on my way down in there, and yeah, I'll just poke around. He said he thought he heard a bugle last night, but he thought it might have been his buddy. He didn't really know, but now he says he's kind of regretting it. But yeah, I chatted with him for quite a bit at the trailhead, and he was just back taking lunch. He's coming back in, so he's going to be wandering around stirring things up. He's got a bear tag too, so I said I'd be on the lookout for a bear if I see one, or if I hear him fire at one, I'll come help him out. So yeah, I heard he got a buddy out here. Sounds like he's going to be out here for the whole week, so maybe if I get one in too far or something, I can always get a hand from him. I told him if he needs a hand packing one out, let me know. Fresh from this year. You can see all his hair stuck on there. Looks fairly dry. I think I'm gonna skirt the bottom side of these meadows. I gotta get my jacket off. It's freaking warm, but I just don't think anything's gonna be up and active right now, but I'm just kind of using this as scouting time and finding signs. So that's definitely a sign. There was a few tracks on the way in here. But yeah, man, I could get my bike all the way down in here. I have no worries about killing a bull down in here. I mean, it really drops. I could probably drop 600 feet elevation into this drainage, but yeah, I think we might just get back in here and hang out tonight. Get on one of these little bigger meadows and do a little cold calling and listening and raking. Try to stir one up. Be a whole lot of that, a whole lot of calling and not a lot of answering. I took a pretty good walk down that other way. I saw maybe a couple fresh tracks and one newish, I mean from this year rub, just a little one. I was really dry in there. Just the sun is just beating on that south face. I just don't think they're gonna come out of there till right at dark. So I bailed out of there and took the bike back up to the top. Now I'm gonna hike into another meadow where I saw that cow last year. I think that's my best bet. It's nice and secluded, really wet down in there. So I think we're gonna go down there and set up and do some calling and just give a good listen tonight and see if we can hear a bull somewhere. The equinox is on Sunday, which Sunday is supposed to be really crappy. I think rain in the morning. Saturday's super windy, like 30-40 mile an hour. But yeah, so we're gonna go soak up some sun and eat some snacks. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast, so I need to get some snacks in me. Is it actual inReach or is it the other one?
It's just inReach.
inReach, yeah. Yeah, I gotta invest in one of them.
And if you kill something, let me know.
Yeah.
Some way I'll try to help you.
Turns out that's the guy I met at the trailhead. Sucking wind. His buddy killed one in that field, or in that meadow last week, so he's sitting over the carcass with a bear tag. So I gotta hike out of here and figure out plan C here. Yeah, I mean, somebody killed one in there, so there's elk around. If you heard one bugle over there, maybe I'll just get up high and listen. Only thing, I don't like being up high right late at night because the thermals pull down, but what are you gonna do? I missed him. I had a little stick right before I got to him and just deflected it left, but that was a nice grouse. Oh, keep on. I just got back to the end of this road. I'm about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or a mile honestly look like good feed. So I just kind of walked it out to the end. And there's a little rub down here. I see some fresh tracks on the road, so I think I'm just gonna get up in this dark timber. Right now the wind's in my face coming down the hill, so I'm just gonna get up here and do some calling and wait it out. But it sure looks like there's definitely an animal hanging around in here. I think I'm gonna work my way over to that spring area. And just sitting there and call for a little bit. But that's a decent bowl that made that rub. I like the sign. Just gotta find him. He's gotta speak to us. Got back to that little water area. And there's a small bull that was shot right there. So there's a dead bull here, dead bull down that meadow. Obviously this has been tore up in here. We got two dead carcasses, I mean probably within half, 3/4 mile of each other. That's when I was walking in here, I heard like 30, 40 ravens in here, so I kind of figured something was dead in here. I kind of looped way around high and come back in, and yep, somebody had some luck. I don't know. I might just back out altogether. I could get back down up by the road. It's not terribly late yet. And hike up into one of those meadows off the road quick. Hang out there till dark. I'll think about it on my way back to the bike, but I saw plenty of sign for sure, but I just don't like carcasses laying around when I'm hunting, that's for sure. But I mean, there's definitely was animals in here. 2 down. Yeah. What do you do? Keep on going. Walk quite a ways down this ridge and just calling every once in a while, not a peep, not nothing. So I'm gonna kind of loop around the back side and do some cow calling on my way. And I don't know, been pretty quiet, I haven't heard nothing. Besides ravens. Big country. Yeah, that's how you get out. Nothing happening tonight, pretty quiet. As per normal. But we're back. Just got some food warmed up. Some brats and stovetop. Check this out. Now that's what I'm talking about. I am gonna keep nice and warm. Man, this tent really holds heat really well too. I'm pretty impressed. It is early bed for me tonight. Oh, the game plan tomorrow. Whatever, I'll get up at like 5. We'll see how the wind's doing. If the wind isn't bad, might go up into that area. It's a big meadow where I had a screaming bull last time, and just kind of poke around there till it gets too windy. And you could ice fish in this sucker with this heat, it's freaking nice, but won't have to sleep in 5 sweatshirts and winter hats and all that stuff. And I think it'll probably hold heat pretty good. So yeah, we'll catch you cats in the AM.